Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. This is an intraday video that we do every day in the middle of the trading day on the 1 hour chart or on the 15-minute chart. Don't forget to support the channel with a like and subscribe for more updates, and leave your comments and questions below. I would be glad to answer it. So, on the most messy chart ever seen of Bitcoin, so let's see what we are having today. So as you can see now, we see a little bit of rally, a little bit. This is nothing, of course, yet, but some formation is starting to get clearer here, right? We can almost see like a diagonal here if we take, of course, the counting from this point. So yeah, before I put any 1 hour chart or analysis that we did before, let's just take a look for anything new happened today. So as you can see, where I can a little bit see here a ending diagonal maybe for this A and B, right, as three waves down, 3 waves up, and C. So possibly that we are in A, B, and a C finished as corrective wave, right? Now, when we see a corrective wave, we want to see higher prices. And by all means, of course, if you are in a corrective wave here, the problems comes where you have 3 waves towards the upside and not 5 waves, because this ABC has took our fifth waves of this diagonal, right? So yeah, still messy. In that case scenario, it opens, of course, another WXY, guys, right? This is a scenario that I was trying to prevent today, but it looks like now we have to start to think about it, okay? So a very possible one where we might finish a WXY in 3 waves towards the upside, where you possibly have still this as an impulse, right? Is considered maybe as an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you are still looking for 3 waves towards the upside, right? So this is one possible scenario here that it might open. But before I go further with this, let's come back to our scenarios that we have laid on the table before and see which one is still possible much more than the other. So in case we are bearish, where we are looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, where we want to finish and expanding a flat here, right, A, B, and a C with 5 waves towards the downside, and you have finished here, of course, your wave X in regular flat. So in this case scenario, now we have seen some push towards the upside a little bit. However, it means nothing yet, right? It means nothing. However, in terms that if this is a diagonal here, therefore it can be considered as 1, 2, and then move towards the downside again. Okay, in terms of this scenario, where we are looking for a wave 3, which it should be also 5 waves towards the downside. Your wave 1 of this wave 3 could be already done, yes, now with, of course, this 1 here as diagonal, and then moving 3 waves towards the upside, and then moving down again. Very possible. In a corrective wave where we are still bullish, right, but very short-term bearish, where you want to look, of course, for another smaller impulse, right, where you hit, of course, here a B, and a C. In that case scenario, you are still impulsive here, and you got just 3 waves towards the downside for your wave 2, and then you are 1, 2, 1, 2, right? And to be honest, very typical 1, 2 is gonna be here. Very typical 1, 2. They look very, very nice as double 1, 2, right? So the possibilities, of course, after this is also a possible diagonal, right? With the wave 5, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. where you finished also a contracting diagonal. It's very, very possible as well. However, if we reach higher, then we are in double 1-2 for a wave 3, right? So anyway, it is bullish. So this is an idea just to recap. So yeah, by all means now, if this scenario here as diagonal, right, as a diagonal with what we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is your also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, it depends on how much the wave 3 is big, right? It can be even bigger, where it can reach exactly between those 2 fibs of a wave 2. So basically, we want to see then, in this case scenario, of course, a little bit higher prices and then move down, right? In your bullish scenario, like this is a very totally bullish scenario, which goes, by the way, with the daily, weekly, 4-hour chart, right, where we are very bullish. This scenario here can be, of course, then 1, 2. However, you want to tell me now, but this is a diagonal, right? How it can be a 1, 2. Yeah, so here is the question. If we want to take this as 1, 2, we have to consider all of this wave as diagonal, right? Therefore, we have to start our count also from here, where we are already looking at an impulse here finished, possibly as A, then A, B, C as a B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. In that case scenario, you still want to see one leg towards the downside, right, for your wave C here as diagonal, right? And in that case, you will finish, of course, your wave 2. By all means, you are diagonal here for a wave 1, and then A, impulsively, B, expanding flat, ending diagonal for a wave C, which makes, of course, a zigzag ABC. And in that case scenario, of course, you will not go deep with this wave 5, and then you want to move towards the upside in your bullish scenario. So let's see what's gonna happen. Still to be watched, guys. We cannot do anything. It's a very boring and yeah, very tricky, boring price action for the 1-hour chart. Let's wait and see what it's gonna be. It's gonna be an ABC, or it's gonna be A, B, and a C, like a diagonal, A, B, and a C, or it's gonna be a 1 as diagonal and then 2. Sorry guys for the, yeah, a lot of scenarios here, but this is what happens when we have a booming. Okay, just to let you know that after this mass, a booming is gonna happen, and possibly today we have some news, by the way. Be careful at 8, right? We have the FOMC minutes, and this is a report that the U.S. Federal Reserve will release on their own website, and this report negotiates, of course, their decision about the cut rate that they made last 3 weeks, where they cut a 0.5 from the interest rate, which is the most volatile news that you could have for Bitcoin. Okay, therefore now they have some information related to this decision, and if it is good or it is not good. So that might also affect some volatility today that you can see at 8 p.m. On the European time. And tomorrow is a big day again. We have again the inflation rate, which is the most also volatile news that you could have in Bitcoin. By the way, this is related to the interest rate, of course, because the inflation rate is affecting, of course, affected by the decision of the Fed regarding the interest rate, right? The more the interest rate is higher, or they higher it, the inflation goes down, which is much better. the more they cut from the interest rate, of course, then the inflation is in danger to go higher again. And going higher with the inflation is very, very bad for Bitcoin. However, the inflation was previously saying here 2.5. Now the forecast, which also today is gonna be maybe they will talk about it, about that the forecast is going down, that the inflation went down because of the cut of the interest rate. So it has affected the inflation. That's good. That's a good sign. So that might be tomorrow, if we see an actual 2.3 or even less, then it's gonna be a booming, guys. Okay, it's gonna be a booming. I mean, okay, don't trust so much the news. However, economically, if we are talking economy here, this is how it should work, right? If the inflation rate hits the 2.3 or even less, that would be great, because that means we are very close to the target of the Fed. The Fed is targeting a 2.0 inflation rate, which is the normal inflation rate. Therefore, guys, yeah, this could be a booming this week. Be careful with the volatility and be careful with trading. So trade safe. We might start to see, right, something happening. Okay. So this was the intraday. I know there is no trading here, guys. Just to let you know, there is no trading opportunity now. Let us be clear and honest. If you are looking for trading, then you are risking, okay? Because nothing is clear yet, okay? Now, the things that happens here, as explained in this video, in the intraday analysis, might give us a signal where we are going, guys. If that is finished, okay, structure here, we might see a push towards the upside, okay? And be careful from the volatility of the news. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.